And if I run into anything, I'm gonna run like the Dickens. I'm gonna have... Oh, Lokir! Oh, God, his leg is broke. He's gonna be a pain to get home. All right, we are back in Skyrim with Eldmund Ironeye and his team that now includes Eric the Slayer. In the last episode, these guys ran into Eric the Slayer on the road. He was out adventuring by himself. Eldmund convinced him to throw in with them, and then the team was immediately set upon by bandits. Bandits that were hole up in this very fort that we're standing in right now. But the guys cleared the fort. In the intervening time since the last episode, these guys have taken a rest. They've had a long rest, they've had their breakfast, and they are pretty much ready to head out. We have been making our way towards... Hello there, gentlemen. We've been making our way towards Solitude. As I like to say, we're adventuring our way towards Solitude, which just basically means we will stop anytime we see anything that looks interesting. However, we're going to be continuing that, but there is a caveat today. The team is out of water, so we're going to need to go get some water pretty quickly. What we're going to do is we're actually pretty close to Karthwasten. We can't survive on Nord mead alone, and Eric I don't think has anything at all. I gave him some food and some mead, but he needs some supplies. We're gonna head to Karthwasten because it's pretty close. It is quite possible we will be able to just ask an NPC for some water. If that doesn't work out, we might beeline it to Dragonbridge because we can definitely get water there. But if not, we can always get water from the river, but then we'll have to make camp so that we can boil it because the water will very likely not be safe to drink. Let's head outside. Like I said, it's early in the morning. Let's see what the weather's like. It was raining. It was starting to rain really hard when we got in here, so hopefully it's cleared up. It has not cleared up. Oh, shit. What was that? Hold on. Oh, look at that. You got this, guys. Nice. Oh, Eric. Nice. Good job.
Die, dog.
Oh, my God. Eldmund is terrified of forsworn. I completely forgot about that. All right. On the plus side, it seems like the weather might be clearing this morning. I'm hearing thunder. We'll see what that ends up meaning for us. This forsworn had nothing. Obviously, we failed to clear this little balcony here. Let's take a look up here. I'm gonna take my sword back out. All right, there's someone on the floor here, so I guess we did clear a little bit. I'm gonna take your 28 septum. I'm gonna take your venison too, because we need supplies. Oh, look at that morning fog. How very pretty. Oh, and there's rock cairns there too, and what look like a path. That might be where we're heading. We'll take a look. We'll get down to the floor. We'll take a look at the map as well. But we do have to head over to Karthwasten pretty quickly. Looks like we're safe over here. It looks like there's a fire pit here though, a cooking pot. So I am going to use that before we head out. Nothing of any value or interest over here. There is indeed a cooking pot. We're going to cook this venison so it does not rot. Can we get down from here, or do we have to head back inside? We may have to head back inside and wind our way down, which will be fine, but let's see if we can get out over here. I'm not really interested in jumping down because I don't know if they'll follow me, but let's see. Is there a staircase? Is there anything? Oh, we could get down here. I'm just gonna jump. You guys follow me. Will you follow me? Let's see. They might just run through the fort, but it's clear, so I'm not worried about it. Yes, indeed. Ran through the fort. Let's get to the front of this fort just to get our bearings, and we're gonna take a look at the map. And like I said, we're heading to Karthwasten, I believe. Yeah, we are here, Broken Tower Redoubt. And we basically just have to head straight across the bridge here to Karthwasten. Yeah. Alright. And like I said, if that doesn't work out, oh, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be rough. We may, if this doesn't work out in Karthwasten, we may have to get water from the river and make a camp somewhere. These guys are going to need water. It's going to be very... It's not going to be great if we don't have water. It's not going to be ideal if these guys are thirsty and they find themselves ambushed or worse. All right, let's instruct the team to cross your fingers and toes, hold out hope. Let's keep the morale high. We're gonna grab some Blue Mountain Flower, Tamriel's aspirin, and we're gonna head down the road. And are we heading this way? No, I do not believe we are. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Eldmund is first and foremost an adventurer. Like I said, we're adventuring our way towards Solitude, but before we get stuck into what will probably be a cave or the like, we'll just head over to civilization. These guys, they've been on the road for a while. I don't believe there is an inn or the like at Karthwasten, but there should be citizens there, and we should be able to ask one for some water. It's a possibility. That'll make things nice and easy. We can also find out what's going on, see what the word is around this area. You know, Eldmund and this team here are heading over to Solitude, basically so as to not have to delve into Steepfall Burrow right away, knowing that would be beyond their capabilities at the moment. But honestly, oh Jesus God! Oh my God! Okay, no worries. Sorry. Jesus Christ. All right. I guess they really wanted to make sure we did not interfere with that prisoner. But yeah, like I was saying, what we're doing here is we're heading out to Solitude to stick our noses into Thalmor business for an old lady who said her son was kidnapped. Some old feuds happening in Whiterun, and we kind of got in the middle of it, and we basically just took this trip to just gain some experience from heading out on the road. But as we get closer to Solitude, I'm sure Eldmund realizes that it's going to be very cold out here. We don't know the people. We don't know what goes on around here. And dealing with the Thalmor is probably getting in over our heads, but we're still going to head out.
You should talk to Einathatch.
Take a look.
He's in charge.
Okay. I guess we'll go talk to Einathatch. But at minimum, by the time we get to Solitude, we'll look around. Maybe there's some work to be done around here. We'll certainly head over to, ooh, what is this? We'll certainly head over to the Thalmor Embassy, if it's not too freezing, but I don't hold out too much hope we're going to be able to conquer the place. Oh, God damn it. Alright, unfortunately, just as I was approaching Karthwasten, we had to crash the desktop, but no matter. Got the team back out here, and we're going to head back over. Hopefully it's not Karthwasten that's the problem. Maybe it was the, there was a courier fast approaching Eldmund. But we'll head back over. We're not too far away. And my word, it is beautiful. The team is a little slick with the morning dew fog wetness, but the fog is gorgeous. The dim light of the morning and the cool, pale color grading, really nice. Oh, and here comes that courier. Let's see. I hope I don't see. He's glitching out, trying to get to me too. All right.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Okay.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
A letter from Thonar. I think Thonar was the brother of the person we're supposed to be helping. It's taken us a while to get out here, so hopefully it's not bad news. Oh, nice. Thank you for clearing Soljan's sinkhole for me. It'll bring a welcome addition to my revenue. As a useful tool in making this happen, you have earned some compensation, Thonar Silverblood. Awesome. Nice. How much did he give us? I guess some money? Okay, cool. I missed that, but so be it. All right, sir, I don't know if it was you that crashed my game before, but you stay away from me. Oh, yeah. We definitely got money because they got their cut. Nice. Oh, we owe Lokir, I think $500. We've got 400 now. The next time we get paid, we have to give him 500 bucks. Eldmund borrowed money from Lokir so we could hire Eric. They deemed it a worthy cause, but, you know, Lokir's money is Lokir's money, so... Oh, looks like something's going on. Let's hang back.
I want to sell swords out of my mind.
We don't want to interrupt.
Watch your tongue, native. We'll leave when we're sure there's no forsworn here.
There's forsworn everywhere.
I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it.
Interesting. Oh, I wonder if that's Einathatch.
I've been thinking. Would you like to join me in hunting?
You want me to hunt with you?
Interesting. Oh, wait, come here, don't go. Yeah, you're Einathatch.
Yes.
Your arms and legs are fit for
Are you in charge
strong,
here?
agile prey.
My family has owned Karthwasten for generations. Rare for anyone in the Reach that isn't a Nord. Not that it does me any good. Nords think I'm working for the Forsworn. Forsworn think I'm working for the Nords.
The Forsworn communicate with you? Alright. Well, you have trouble with the mine?
Robbery is what it is. The Silverbloods are trying to muscle in on my land. Forsworn attack the mines, and suddenly all these sellswords show up to help. They won't let anyone work until I sell it off.
I need water, my friend. Alright, well perhaps we can help each other out. What if I convince them to leave?
You can try, but I'd keep your sword arm ready if things get ugly.
Okay. Who are these Silverbloods?
A family of thieves, running their corrupt empire from Markarth. The
Interesting.
Silverblood family own half the Reach, and they
Okay.
won't stop until they own all of it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's look around a bit. Like I said, I don't think there is a an inn here. Karthwasten Hall locked. All right, let's go talk to these guys. I guess they're in the mine. Let's go take a look. We can't dawdle here too long. And if we do end up dawdling, we're gonna have to get water from the river, so I'd love to not have to do that. We'd have to chop down a tree or forage for wood. I didn't see a chopping stump here. All right, let's go see if these guys are in the mine. I think that's what he said. It shouldn't be hostile. We shall see. Who are you?
We're in control of this mine. No sudden moves.
All right. We gotta find Attar. Are you Attar? There's a guy standing around with his arms folded. He looks like he's in charge.
Yes, I haven't got all day.
Why have you shut down the mine?
Forsworn attacked a while back. Jarl had no men to spare, so the Silverbloods generously offered to send us to clean things up. We just want that old native to hand over his land in payment for our services. Then we'll leave, and everyone can get back to work.
That is a wild request. That is wild. You cleared the land of Forsworn, so you want his family's land? All right, whatever. Good luck with that.
Right.
All right, who's in charge here? We're just gonna make sure it's him.
I'm not from here. I'm a sellsword. These are my men.
All right. And who are the Silverbloods?
You haven't heard of the Silverblood family?
I wanted to hear
They're
from
the
you.
most important people in the Reach. They practically own the city of Markarth, and we're here on their coin.
All right, well, it looks like Eric and Lokir found something to drink. All right. I think you and your men need to leave.
Helping out Einethach, huh? Give me a reason not to plunge a dagger in your chest.
All right, well, calm down. This whole town just wants you to leave. Why don't you just go?
Let's see them make us.
All right. I don't have 703 gold, and I really don't feel like attacking you. Let's leave him for a second.
Milk drinker.
Oh my God, you. How many guys you got
We're
in
in
here?
control of this mine. No sudden moves.
You know, your friends mentioned that. Is it just the two of them? We'll take care of the two of them. Let's go look around a bit. They don't seem to mind us milling about, so I'll be back to talk to you, Attar. Do we want to get in the middle of this? I'm gonna say no. I mean, I feel bad for this guy, but we don't have money to spare. And making enemies out of people we don't even know, I don't think it's a wise idea. Let's go back and talk to Einethach. I mean, I think the big kicker is going to be if he's got water for us. He can help us out with some water. Let's go talk with him one more time, and I think we might be trying to figure our way to Dragon Bridge with some urgency. You know, if anything, if things go well, or maybe if they don't go well for us in Solitude, we'll make a note to come back here. Eldmund already has a mind to go deal with the skeleton and the Draugr Deathlord that did him in once already.
Need something?
I do.
Yes.
There's nothing else I can say to you, huh? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this. It's still pretty early in the morning. Let's go get ourselves down to the river and just get a sense. I mean, if we stay here and get involved in this, like I said, we make enemies out of people called the Silverbloods. I haven't spent much time in Markarth in this game, but I'm gonna guess they're like the Blackbriars of Riverwood, so they're probably pretty powerful. Do we need to be making enemies? I certainly feel bad for that guy, but we are running out of supplies, and that's going to get dire pretty darn quickly. What I will do is we're going to be stopping people like this on the road. Sometimes you can offer to buy water off of people. Hello there, sir.
Important deliveries to make.
Never mind.
No time for chatting.
All right. It is a small possibility we'll get some water from the river. We got to take a look. I want to take a look. Let's get out on the bridge. Oh, this is a nightmare river. We've got a problem ahead of us, huh? That's not great. That's not great. This is the only crossing, and it is real steep. We can see this. We can see this dark brown line, and that means that is going to be very steep on both sides. Okay. Let's do this. Let's cross the river. We can't even get down to the river to collect water, so Eldmund's got to think of his team first, I think. We're going to cross the river, and we're going to start to head north. And this goat is really interested in this bridge. We're going to cross the river, we're going to start to head north, and if we find a place where we can get down towards water, we might stop. Otherwise, we're going to try to push north through the wilderness. Like, quite literally, we pass this rock cairn. We get through here. Let's take a look. It does indeed seem like we might be able to get through here. We probably have to deal with some things along the way. We won't know what these are, but there's a camp of some kind. There's a cave and some kind of structure. Let's head down this way. It pains my heart to head through here without heading out for adventure, but by the end of this day, we're going to start to suffer pretty dramatically if we don't have some supplies, so. Eric, everybody's out of water. Let's go. All right. They're going to start to complain soon. All right. We're going to head this way, but I want to see whatever this is first. We're going to go find out what this is. Eldmund's adventurous side is pushing him in this direction. Oh, shit.
Come on!
What's the problem? Oh, shit! Oh, my God! Ah. Oh, my goodness. Are you guys okay? Yeah, you're actually both okay. Good job. Nice. All right. My goodness. There's a bunch of rock cairns and a firelight up here that's caught Eldmund's eye. We're just going to go see what this is. Liar's
Cave up
Retreat.
ahead. Trouble? Or maybe treasure.
Oh, it could be treasure. It could be treasure, Eric, but we got to press on. If we get ourselves in range of Dragonbridge, Eldmund knows for sure that there is a world-class inn in Dragonbridge, and we can get all the supplies we need. These guys can take a rest. They can probably clean themselves up. There may even be a blacksmith there where they can get their gear tempered, which is probably about time for us to do that. The sound of rain can be heard nearby as the fog clears and the weather starts to look beautiful. And we head probably into the cold. No, we're being blocked by the mountain here. Oh, look at that. There's a hunter up there on some kind of hunter's blind. Very interesting. All right. Of course we end up finding all of the most interesting things when these guys have to hustle. All right, but we can indeed get down to the water here, which is good. I also see a bridge over there. Let's take a look at what that is. That's probably this bridge. We're probably right here. All right. Let's continue on. Interesting. All right, we don't really have much choice but to go down. Can we get down is the question. We might not be able to. Safely. All right. Rally team, back up we go. We're gonna see if we can get up to where that hunter is. Hopefully he's friendly. Hello there, sir. I'm gonna try to see if there's a way to come around over here, and it does indeed look like there is. Gotta find a pass through these ridges and mountains. Let's stop and talk with this fellow and see if he's friendly. Oh, shit! There's a bear. I heard a bear growl. He's up in the mountains somewhere. Hopefully he doesn't come down here. We're gonna leave it. Let's go talk with this guy. Oh, look at this. He's got a whole setup here. Cliffside Retreat. How very interesting. You want to deal with that bear, my friend? Why don't you head out and hunt? Alright, Eldmund and the team are going to leave that hunter to his business. We're going to press on. He had nothing of any value for us. We have a general idea of where we're going. We know we're heading in the right direction. The terrain is a little rough. Hopefully that doesn't prove perilous. We're just going to continue heading this way, adjacent to that road over there. Trying to head north. And seeing if we can find a way down to the river, ideally. And I think we just found it right here. Nice. A little tricky, but we should be able to get down without too much trouble. This is actually great. This is perfect. If there's no major drop here, we are perfect. The air is cool. We're warm and drenched. That's not ideal. Seems to be raining a lot in this area, but it is what it is. There's some more hunters over there, but it seems like we could possibly get across the river somewhere over here. Interesting. Seems like no one's here. I suppose they went off up that hill, perhaps to hunt? Oh, they left a journal. The Adventurer's Journal. There's something unsettling about these caravan attacks. I expected bandits, but the remains we saw were literally torn apart. Rent limb from limb. Yet no mere animal could coordinate an attack on a full-sized merchant train, and wolves don't take prisoners. We found a trail leading up the hills. We'll make camp here for the night, then set out at dawn. Whatever murdered those people, we'll make sure it never happens again. Oh, very interesting. We're going to leave that for now, and we're going to see if we can get across this river, and I bet we can right there without getting wet, is the idea. We're already drenched, but we don't need to jump into the water. Nice. What was that? What are you doing? Get out of the water. Why are you yelling? Whatever happened to you, knock it up. Oh my god, come here. Alright, Eric and Lokir finally made it across the river. They thought it wise to try to fight a slaughterfish with their feet. But they made it. It looks like someone is hurt on the road here. Hello there? This person is heavily injured. We can give them a healing potion. Here, take a potion of minor healing. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is for you.
What'd you give me? A silver ring. Alright, you wouldn't happen to have any water, would you?
Need something?
Oh.
All right, then.
Watch out. No. Sir, just stay right there. There is, between those trees there is a wraith. Eldmund spots it in the distance. Oh, man. I knew Solitude was going to be tough. There is no place to take cover, and we can't face a wraith without taking cover. I hate to leave this guy to his fate, but we might sneak up behind him and let him deal with this. With my mods and settings as they are, some of the areas in this game are much more difficult to deal with, which I'm enjoying. You know, we got Fusro dodged by a Draugr and shot by one arrow, and that was Eldmund's first defeat. Yeah, shit. Alright. Move up.
There. Over here.
While he oh, Jesus! Damn it! Whoops. Nice. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay. Alright. Woof. Are we still in battle? Is there another one? Watch out. Find cover immediately. Hide behind something. Oh, this is not good. We don't have a good spot to hide. Alright, no, we're alright. Alright, Eldmund took quite a beating there. I'll put this away. And we are going to just watch the horizon. We're fine. We're going to take a healing potion ourselves. Oh, let's see what this guy had, and then I guess let's carry on. Nerve-wracking. Wandering Wraiths. He's got a poisoned common bow. Interesting, he must have poisoned it and then didn't hit the Wraith at all. Alright, whatever. Oh, it looks like there was an attack on a caravan here. Oh, shit. It's another Wraith. Where is it? Shit.
Oh.
I hope there aren't any more. Alright, hold on. Before we do anything else, literally make sure it's clear here. We got some things to hide behind. Just check the horizon. There's one across the river. We gotta go that way, and there's nowhere to hide over there. Are we gonna make it to Solitude? Ugh. I mean, this might just be the world's longest scouting mission. For them to realize this is too dangerous. Man, it is beautiful here. The lighting is gorgeous. Alright. We don't want to draw the ire of that thing, but I'm also curious what happened here. Let's see if we can find any evidence of what's going on. Falmer arrows, dear God. Falmers are another thing that we're going to have to avoid like the plague for a while. A merchant's journal, let's take a look at that. Falmer are going to be very difficult in my game for quite some time. I begged my husband not to go, but he just wouldn't listen. He said if he delayed the shipment even another week, the Legion would find someone else to take it south. Let them keep their blasted money. The road to Whiterun is dangerous these days. Everyone knows it. So many caravans have been attacked, so many travelers vanished into thin air. Some say it's only bandits, but there are rumors of worse. Goblins, ghosts, witches, and I'm going to say wraiths. 20 years we've been married now, and I can't bear the thought of losing him. I'm not letting him go alone. Not this time. We live or die together. Mara, preserve us. That is very sad. That is incredibly sad. Eldmund is keeping a vigilant eye on that wraith that's over there. There's a horse. They got their carriage. Is there a husband? There is a husband. A Nord. All right. We'll leave you with your possessions. Unfortunately, I mean, that really just means someone else is going to rob you, but... Alright, we have to cross this bridge. I don't know what to do about that. We're here. Oh, we could get around it. We can get around it. We're going to do that. We're here. It's here. So we're going to go for that bridge and try to get around behind it and hope for the best. I can't run at that thing head on. It'll kill me before I get to it. Oh, nice. And we can see Solitude silhouetted in the distance. The air is only cool. Oh my god. Oh. The windmill in the distance, the way the gold is like flittering behind the trees, I thought that was another wraith. I got so nervous. And here is the second bridge. That is perfect because we can see Dragon Bridge ahead of us. And if there's not 6 wraiths on this bridge, let me just check that. Alright. Eric, Lokir, keep your wits about you. There are some points of interest here. Of literal interest. Catching Eldmund's attention. We may find ourselves resting in Dragon Bridge and coming back out this way if it's safe enough to do so. We're going to stay very far away from this wraith. And head out right for the bridge. And we'll head right for the bridge, and we kind of have to now remember that that wraith is there. I'm going to forget, and we're going to walk right into it. And we faced a couple of wraiths before around Whiterun, but they seem to go down a little bit easier. Those guys were swinging at that thing pretty hard, and Eldmund came in and joined, and it still took a minute to go down, so we really have to keep our wits about us. The air is cool, we're getting colder, it's pouring rain. We make it to Dragon Bridge, and the fog immediately lets up. Eldmund knows with a certainty, and there we see with our own eyes, there is indeed the Four Shields Tavern. Let's head inside. Get warmed up. Alright, these guys got their water skins refilled. They had a chance to warm up and dry off. It's still a little early in the day. Let's take a look around Dragon Bridge. And if there are not any amenities here, we might push on to Solitude and then come back out. I want to see how cold it is once we get towards Solitude. It should be pretty darn cold. It actually might be cold now. No, the shelter blocks the wind. But the air is cold and getting colder. Alright. We might push on towards Solitude. It is probably wise that Eldmund get his gear tempered at a blacksmith before we get ourselves into any other adventures, but I want to poke around here for a bit. Let's do this. It looks like the rain is turning to snow. It is getting cold. We are warm and somewhat dry. Let's head up to Solitude. We're very close. We haven't been to this city yet. We'll look around. Maybe we'll head to the Hall of the Dead, pay our respects to RK, see what the word is around town, and perhaps make a plan about what it is we might do if we are going to, in fact, rescue that woman's son from the Thalmor Embassy. That embassy is so far into the north. This is the other reason that I want to head out here. I want to head to Solitude at our typical pace without overexerting ourselves, because I'm curious to see just how cold we get by the time we get there. Embassy, from the looks of the map, is very far north that way. And I'm wondering how well we'll fare trying to get there. If it is freezing cold. We are also wet. It is biting cold. We may have to wait for the weather to turn. It's been raining for 2 or 3 straight days at this point. It rained through the last episode, but I don't know if it rained before that. Somewhere in this adventure, they came upon multiple days of rain, and it seems like we might be settling in for that to happen again. Alright, we are almost at Solitude. Eldmund is chilly. He is wet. It is biting cold. He's actually faring a lot better than I thought he would. I thought we would be frigid and freezing by now, but he is actually handling this very well. That is a good sign. We may have to think about our journey towards the embassy, but one of the things we were asked to do was to try to solve the problem without bloodshed. So I'm curious if we could go to the embassy and perhaps talk our way out of this. It is highly unlikely. Highly unlikely, but at least we could say that we tried. But we'd have to very carefully plan our journey.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir? Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until you...
Lock the city gate.
Lock the city gate. Wait, what?
You betrayed us!
Don't lock the city gate.
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king. Best she know now.
Looks like we showed up just in time.
You're all hearted in.
Stormcloak lover! You helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat.
Interesting.
Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Cut him down.
Tough crowd,
Very
my friend.
well,
I'm sorry.
Rogvir. Bow your head.
Bjorn, you're in the way.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Hey, how did he finish that sentence? Well, it seems like the...
Gate guard you are!
Good lord. Alright, well, it seems like the citizens of Solitude are a darker bunch than Eldmund might have expected. We're gonna head into the
I'm going
inn.
to forge my own sword.
That's wonderful.
Warm beds.
We're gonna head into the inn and warm up for a bit. We were freezing cold. Alright, these guys got warmed up. It looks like... no, the weather is not changing. It kinda is what it is, huh? Alright, we're gonna poke around town. I guess past some of these miserable citizens. Eldmund's gonna visit the blacksmith to get his gear tempered. And Eldmund also owes Lokir a hefty chunk of change. So before we head out to the Thalmor, we may check the missive board. And actually, I should have done that while I was in there. We could have talked to somebody in the tavern to find out about work. We might do a bit of work while we're up here before we dive into the Thalmor embassy. That'll help these guys. You know, it'll help make sure Eric is ready for the task. Make sure Eldmund and Lokir are ready for the task as well. And this way, Eldmund can earn back the money that he owes Lokir. Oh, you know what we'll do also? Before we talk to the blacksmith, we will pay our respects to RK in the Hall of the Dead. See if we can find... I believe there's a Hall of the Dead in here. Hello there, sir.
Hello, my child. RK, watch over you.
Is the man who was executed buried here?
You mean Rogvir? Yes, I made an appeal to Captain Aldous. He allowed Rogvir to have a proper Nord burial, as is the custom in Solitude.
Interesting. And how long have you tended this Hall of the Dead?
All my life. I practically grew up in the hall. My father and mother were the priest and priestess of RK before me, you see. I believe I was put here to protect this place from the darkness that pervades Solitude.
I mean, well, we've already seen some pretty non-empathetic citizens. What kind of darkness pervades Solitude?
This city has a long history of madness and murder.
Interesting.
The Wolf Queen, Pelagius, the death of High King Torrig, and now, public executions. My books tell the stories. Have no doubt. As pretty as its streets are, as jovial as the bards may be, darkness is drawn to Solitude.
Fascinating.
May Arche bless you with a long life.
That's great. Oh, nice. There's the shrine. We'll say a prayer and head to the blacksmith. Alright. Eldon's going to head over to the blacksmith, get his gear tempered, and then we will check for work, maybe in the inn and on the missive board. And we may even head over to the Jarl and introduce ourselves, so as to not appear like a band of ruffians making their way through their city. We can at least stop and say hello. Alright, these guys have been out in the wilds for so long I completely forgot. We have a bunch of stuff to sell too, so we are going to stop in what is this? Bits and Pieces. That's where we're going to go. We'll stop in the general traders.
Bits and Pieces.
Let's take a look. Alright, well, Eldmund had a whole bunch of valuable stuff on him, which was great, because we were able to make enough money to pay Lokir back, but that was about all the money Eldmund had, so... check the missive board. There is a delivery quest on there that we could take down to Dragonbridge, which we might do, but we'll pick that up right when we're going to leave Solitude. We're going to head into the Winking Skeever first. We'll poke around town first. And as we leave, if that job is still available, we'll grab it. Alright, well, they didn't have any work in the inn. But Eldmund got a room for the night. He is starting to feel like it is time to rest and meditate on what he's learned so far. Ready for him to level up. And I did grab a quest off the bounty board. There is a beast slaying quest that is not too far from the Thalmor Embassy. It may be a little difficult. It's to slay a troll, which could prove daunting to say the least, but we're going to head over to the palace. We're going to introduce ourselves, see if the good people of Solitude need anything, and if not, we are going to rest and then head out in the morning. If I remember, we'll grab that weapon delivery job that should be along the way. Nope.
I swear to you,
looks like there's a line.
Are coming from the cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Interesting.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy.
Interesting.
You're dismissed.
Let's talk with this guy. Hey there.
Need something?
Aren't you worried about that cave?
I've done my part. Dragonbridge will have extra guards. Falk Firebeard will find a way to take care of the cave.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. We started The Man Who Cried Wolf. Alright, yeah, let's ask Falk Firebeard. I was going to do that anyway. Talk to this guy about whatever's going on.
I have little patience for mundane concerns.
Alright.
Do you have business with the court?
I do.
I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me.
Oh, look at that. He might have work for us. That is fantastic. But first, let's find out about this this cave. I hear you're looking for some help with Wolfskull Cave.
You mean the Dragonbridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Alright, yeah, sure. Excellent. Why is it called Wolfskull Cave? Let me guess. It's filled with wolves.
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
Interesting. Well, by the light of RK, we'll see it clear. Alright, well, let's see what other work he has. What else you got?
The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
Nice. By order of Elisif the Fair, to all able-bodied men and women of Hafingar, the bandits located in Orphan's Tier have been harassing, robbing, and attacking citizens and visitors. A reward will be offered to anyone who kills their leader. We will take that, sure. Thank you, sir. So how does General Tullius feel about Elisif?
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to
That's why I didn't phrase it that way.
There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city.
Alright, fair enough.
She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You'd do well to remember that.
My apologies, I should have thought better than to ask such a question. I tried to phrase it a different way, but... So what will happen to Elisif if the Empire wins the war, then?
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
Okay.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Alright, thank you very much.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
All right, madam. Jesus. Guy said it's an open forum. How about you show a little kindness? It's early in the afternoon. Eldmund probably needs to get some sleep. You know what? We can go ahead and introduce ourselves to Elisif. My lady, Elisif the Fair?
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward.
Okay. Are you the High Queen of Skyrim?
Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torygg was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged.
Oh,
Only
Jesus.
then will I take my rightful place as High Queen.
All right. Well, we've already learned something about asking rude questions, so we'll leave you
Be
to the rest
well.
of your day.
Pray for Solitude and my husband.
I will, madam. Good day there, sir. All right, very interesting. So when we head out, we actually have a lot to do along the way to the Thalmor Embassy. Very interesting. Wolf Skull Cave is actually right along the way, which is kind of interesting, although I have a feeling that might be a little more involved. We might see if we can brave the elements all the way out to the Steepfall Burrow and see if we can slay the beast that's out there. Let's see. Let's get some rest and we'll think about it in the morning. All right, it's early in the morning. These guys spent the night at the inn. We're pretty much ready to head out. Eldmund grabbed that weapon from Beerend before we settled in for the night. We got to bring that to the Solitude Sawmill. Before we head out, Eldmund is going to level up. We certainly will be taking health. Our health could certainly catch up with our stamina. My goodness. And what are we thinking? Where are we with block? Oh, I don't think we can go any further with block. Oh, yes, we can. We could negate incoming frost damage. Oh, that requires 80. We can't do anything there. We could negate 20% of incoming fire damage. That is very interesting, and I'm pretty sure I can hop around because of this mod. I think we are going to see if we can negate some fire damage with a shield. Let's see about that. Yes, indeed. Oh, I like that. I think our next one might be negating some frost damage. I really like this perk overhaul. Not bad. All right. Helmet goes on. Lord knows what's waiting for us outside. We're going to run this weapon down to the Solitude Sawmill. And I think we're going to go out troll hunting. As far as these guys know, Wolf Skull Cave is filled to the brim with wolves, or bandits, or maybe Draugr, who knows. But it sounds like it might be a little nefarious to them. If you've played this game before, you know it's a little more involved. I've still got a little time left to play, so we're gonna go troll hunting, which is good because this way we will we'll see just how cold it is getting out towards the embassy. We might even be able to put eyes on it, which would be good. So it's a bit of a scouting mission. Kind of putting their priorities in order. They want to get eyes on the embassy, maybe make sure they can handle the journey, and make a little money, and get a little experience as well. See how tough frost trolls are. I would imagine the troll will be a frost troll. Let's take a look here. Where is this sawmill? Oh, I believe the sawmill is down here. Yes, it is. Yes, it is indeed. You're not who I'm looking for, are you?
Need
No,
something?
Deja. I will leave you alone. Oh, you look like who I'm looking for. You are. Here you go. I have a weapon for you from Beerend of Solitude.
Thank you. Here. This is for you.
Thank you, sir. What'd you give me? 50 bucks. All right. All right. Let's hit the road. This is actually good, too, because this little detour in the biting cold will give us a really good sense of just how cold we're going to be getting all the way to the embassy. Probably also time for us to set up a camp as well. It's been a while since we've contemplated our endurance. You may have a perk or two to unlock. Also very interesting looking across the river there. When we get through with all this, maybe we'll head across the river and try to find our way back towards Whiterun that way. That is for future Eldmund to determine. Right now we have so many tasks ahead of us. Alright, Eldmund grows comfortable. Down from warm. Disconcerting, to say the least. We've got a ways to go before we make it to Steepfall Burrow. We are going to be quite cold. We can't push ourselves too fast because we will start to drain our stamina. Exerting yourself in the cold is never a good idea. Oh, look at that. Say hello to these gentlemen.
Honningbrew mead with a winch on each arm?
Hail, friend.
Hello there, sir.
It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah,
Indeed.
but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of Honningbrew mead with me.
Why have only one bottle when we can have two?
Eastmere's beard, you're one after my own heart. I would love another bottle. This good deed should not go unrewarded. Here, take this. Cheers, my
Nice.
friend.
Thank you very
May
much.
your adventures find you fame and fortune.
All right. Well, we're still going to share a bottle with you. Our last bottle of Honningbrew mead, done. Nice. All right, gentlemen. This guy's going to drink with us. Thank you, sir. The rest of them just take off. Eldmund is warm. We just had some Honningbrew mead, so it warmed us up. We've also got our torch to help stave off the cold just a little bit. Eric and Lokir both have a handful of torches, so I'm not too worried about using them right now. This is a very interesting fact-finding mission for us. We've been given a lot of work to do out in this region, and it is deadly cold out here, so it's good for us to head out this way and see if we can actually even handle this frigid temperature. Oh, and I bet right there is Wolf Skull Cave. This is good. We'll deal with the troll if we can. Hopefully that's not too difficult. We've already dealt with some formidable foes. We'll deal with the troll, and that means we can look at, that means on the way back we can look at Wolf Skull Cave. Storm cloaks. Imposing armor you gentlemen are wearing. Oh, there's also a fort over there, too. If we end up getting too cold, it would probably be a fight, whatever it is over there, but if it were an emergency, we certainly could warm up. When Eldmund and Lokir first made their way into Skyrim, they found themselves in such an emergency. Sometimes you have to clear a fort just to stay warm. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wolf. I know you just want to deal with your kill, but I knew you were going to come attack us. I knew you would do it.
It was a shame that was necessary.
Alright, it was. It really is a shame that was necessary. I know he's just trying to stay alive, and now that elk goes to waste. I'm sure some other animal will come eat it. Alright, onward. We can't dally. Oh, there's another wolf. And somehow Eldmund is fatigued. Oh, we're very cold. That's not ideal. Alright, we're gonna push on and try to avoid that wolf. Ah, shit. We're not gonna be able to push on. Watch out.
There you are! That went pretty well.
Alright.
All things considered.
Alright, Eldmund is freezing. Let's drink some more mead. We'll drink some mead. Hopefully that helps. It does. Warms our bellies. That should be just enough to get us where we're going. I don't know that we can see the embassy from here, but we certainly see an imposing castle in the distance. A very frightful structure out on the water there. Alright, when Eldmund studied the map, it looked like Steepfall Burrow was somewhere around here. Might be down at the water's edge, but we'll keep pressing on. Oh, nice. Here it is. Steepfall Burrow. Alright, gentlemen. We're here to hunt a troll. Ready your shields, ready your weapons. Let's head inside. Oh my god, it is incredibly dark in here. My goodness. Alright, the torch has 11 minutes. I don't love having it out if we're hunting animals, but let's just be careful. Watch out. Watch out. What's over here? Nothing. Alright. What do we got here? Oh, I see him. I see him. Alright. I'm taking out the shield. Guys, be careful. Alright, let's do this. I don't want to run in there and deal with the thing. There's a little tiny walkway there. If we get pushed off that walkway, it's going to be a nightmare. Let's do this. Lokir,
Yes?
let me borrow your bow. Eldmund's going to take Lokir's bow. He'll take the shot. If anything goes wrong, it'll be his fault and not Lokir's. Alright. Oh boy, we're going to try to make this happen. These things are nightmarish. I don't know if we've dealt with one in this playthrough. I think I dealt with one in a stream that I did. Where are you going? Come back here. Here we go. Here we go. Right for his head. If we can get it. There we go. Got him. I should have sneak attacked. Got him. Did I get him? I don't know. Damn it. Missed. Come on. Watch out, he's coming. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. He's not dying. He's not dying at all. Dear God, get ready. Get ready. Oh, nice. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. Are you guys okay? Are you okay? All right, good. All right. Oh, Lord. Is that it? That was take care of the frost troll. My goodness, I'm shaking. The way I have the game set, it's basically one hit, one kill in both directions. I mean, he took a couple because he's pretty hardy, but if he got through their shields, those guys would be dead. And they run a risk of being able to actually die in one hit. Both of them should not be essential. I'd like to explore a little more. Let's do this.
More exciting in the Bard's song.
Let's butcher the troll. We'll take his fat and maybe his pelt if he has one. No, he does not. He has some animal meat. We'll take those arrows back. We'll take his troll fat. We can always use that to make soap. And let's give Lokir his arrows and weapon back.
May the ground
Let's continue to explore a little bit. We'll see where this goes. If it doesn't go too far, we'll explore. I've been at this for a little while, so we might leave it here. But if we already took care of the troll in Steepfall Burrow, it might just be whatever the troll was guarding back here, so... I think that steel arrow. We'll give it to Lokir. Did you have any troll friends? Sometimes... Oh, shit! They do! I was gonna say sometimes they come in pairs. Sometimes there's small groups of them. Ah, fuck. I might blind fire in there. Lokir, give me your bow again.
Good to see you.
I want to do something real stupid. Let me have that.
Of course.
Eldmund is going to do something very dumb. All right. Here we go. Gentlemen.
Until next
time. Get ready. All right, gentlemen. It was an honor adventuring with you. Oh, I think I see him. That's him. That's him. I got him. I got him. I should have snuck. I didn't.
Someone there.
Watch out. Lokir. No, 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 no. Don't go away.
Hey, be careful.
Shit. Wait. No, 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 no. Do not hit them. Get him. Oh, shit. Shit. Lokir. Lokir, get up, get up, get up, get up. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, I thought I didn't get to him in time. Oh, Lokir, you scared the shit out of me. All right, do not go any further. There might be more trolls, so you have to heal up fully. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, Lokir, you are not looking good.
How deep
you are
is
not
this
looking
cave?
good. All right, do you have a weapon? Did you drop your weapon? Oh, Lokir. Okay, all right, I'm gonna butcher this troll. I don't think we need his fat. I don't need anything from him. We'll take the arrows. I'm gonna give those to Lokir. Are you okay? You're looking a little better.
Need something?
All right, my goodness, Lokir's looking a little better. Oh, he's not really. Why don't you both wait here? Let's do this. I'm gonna bring them across the bridge here. And I'm gonna tell them to wait. And if I run into anything, I'm gonna run like the Dickens. I'm gonna have... Oh, Lokir! Oh, God, his leg is broke. He's gonna be a pain to get home. No, 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 Lokir, don't fall down there. Come up all the way over here. Let's bring them all the way up. All the way up, Lokir. We're gonna leave them both to wait right here. Eldmund just tells them, you guys, you've done enough. Lokir took the brunt of that. He was very brave to stand face to face with that troll. Eldmund is going to push into that cave. We'll just see if it goes a lot further. We'll deal with this next episode. But it is just as likely that they were just guarding whatever's just right beyond this threshold, so... Oh, God. But it could be filled with trolls, so we gotta be careful. We did indeed complete the quest, so we're supposed to report back to Falk Firebeard. This could be it. I don't hear anything. I don't hear the grunting of trolls. Where does that go? Is there anything up there? No, it's so dark in here. Alright, does that go somewhere? No, it doesn't. Alright, this does. This does. It looks like this goes deeper. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Oh, I see a chest. I see a chest. There's a chest in the dim, dim light back there. Oh, and that's it. That's it. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's just double check that before I get too complacent. There was nothing here, and I just want to look down here. And make sure this didn't go anywhere. Oh my god. Okay. My goodness, I was so nervous. Alright, whatever. To the victor go the spoils. There better be something good in here. Lokir almost died for this. A common arming sword. A flawed Varlostone, a gold necklace, a ring of minor destruction, and 26 septims. Not bad. Lokir's death would not have been in vain. A potion of lasting potency, we'll take that. And the Mystery of Talara, let's read that. Norbuth was leaving his favorite pub in Camlorn, the Breaking Branch, when he heard someone calling his name. It was not the sort of name that could be mistaken for another. He turned and saw Lord Errol, the royal battlemaid from the palace, emerge from the darkness of the alley. "My lord," said Norbuth with a pleasant smile. "I'm surprised to see you out this evening, Norbuth," grinned Lord Errol with the most unpleasant smile. "I've not seen you and your master very much since the Millennial Celebration, but I understand you've been very busy. What I've been wondering is, what have you been busy doing?" "Protecting the Imperial interests in Camlorn is busy work, my lord, but I cannot imagine you would be interested in the minutiae of ambassadors' appointments." "But I am," said the battle mage, "especially as the ambassador has begun acting most mysteriously, most undiplomatically lately. And I understand that he has taken one of the whores from the flower festival into his house. I believe her name is Jaina." Interesting. All right, we'll leave that there. Interesting reading for a troll. I did not know they could read. Perhaps it was that dead adventurer's body there. Snuck into this cave to read his tawdry novels. Alright, there's nothing else in here. We're gonna head back to the team. My goodness. We are so far in over our heads. Alright, well I think that's where we're gonna leave it. Eldmund and his team have made it to Solitude. They've even ventured out to kill a couple of trolls, and I think they are probably finding that they might be in a little over their heads. When we come back, we will probably be making our way back towards Solitude, and we might even take a peek into Wolf Skull Cave. But we'll do that in the next episode, so subscribe for more Skyrim, and I'll see you next time.